For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UTSA's offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that...
Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Jackrabbit.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun on third down. To sure hands, it's Henderson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Nicholson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sideline. Big boys in the goal line D. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my court.
Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they strike first. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Henderson. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I tell you don't see fullbacks in college football too often anymore, but how about that guy on that play? Catching the ball for a first down. Nice.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback get going the other direction.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Not going to take a chance to grab. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for room. It's Suggs. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
The Roadrunners will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but... All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The Roadrunners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try the outside to the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Past the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Roadrunners are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Roadrunners will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got him downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off play action. Slings it downfield. Wide out trying to get it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. The give. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looked tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Man down on the play as the officials. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick completion on the out route. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Roadrunners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looking downfield on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays, you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And how about that? That's the first.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things